Yeah, I mean, our class goes to 60 yards this year, so that should make things a little interesting. But you know, it's good to be back outside.
As far as expectations and feeling like I'm going to dominate this tournament, not going to happen.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Foley Event Center here for the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. And known pro is our division that's up next. Darren Christianberry, there's our standings. Run them through for us.
Yeah, doing a little quick math there. Dane Johnson, 448 with 25 bonus rings. That means he only left the 10 one time on the weekend at a max distance of 60. That's pretty good shooting. Jimmy Lutz, 442 in second. Christopher Perkins, 438 in third. Kevin Dukes, 432 in fourth. And Levi Reitsma in fifth at 430.
All right, Darren, this one is always a horse race. Bonus rings, everybody's going to be gunning for them, so we want to bring these archers out. All right, our fifth place qualifier with a score of 430 and 22 bonus rings. From Middleville, Michigan, shooting for Matthews, Levi Reitsma. And our fourth place qualifier with a score of 432 and 18 bonus rings. From Ocala, Florida, shooting for Matthews, Kevin Dukes. Our number three qualifier with a score of 438 and 22 bonus rings. From Athens, Ontario, Canada, shooting for Matthews, Christopher Perkins. And our number two qualifier with a score of 442 and 25 bonus rings. From Yankton, South Dakota, shooting for Matthews, James Lutz. And our number one qualifier with a score of 448 and 25 bonus rings. From Leota, Indiana, shooting for Matthews, Dane Johnson. All right, Darren, so as we mentioned, 60 yards.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead if you're a gambling man, Levi, PJ. I don't know why I was gambling on Levi. If you're a gambling man, I'm going to bet a Matthews wins this division. What do you say?
That's I'm not taking that, Darren.
5 Matthews in the top 5 in the Open Pro. Matthews sweep for this class. Bravo, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, so, 60 yards, that's new this year for this division because the scores were so tight and so consistently high.
Yeah.
We had to do something to just break it up.
And they've done it. You know, the cream still rises to the top.
For
There's
sure.
some familiar faces out there. As these guys get used to these distances, you're going to see, some other shooters in the mix. But, man, we've got some top-notch shooters out there right now.
And
this guy right here has been on fire this year.
Absolutely. Our NFA indoor champ went for a 14. That was
Jimmy.
That was Jimmy. Oh,
he
yeah.
smoked it.
All right, so
no fear.
The mule deer we did not change, our gas bowstrings mule deer. It is still at 44 yards. We did move some targets from our last division.
10 for Dane.
So we have a 10 for Dane.
4, 5, 8. This is going to change fast and furiously, I think.
Yep. The turkey, the gold tip turkey, that also did not move. 32 yards. Jimmy Lutz, of course,
dead center 14.
Smashed the 14. No surprise there.
456. He came in 6 points behind the leader. He is now 2 points behind the leader.
All right, Darren, here we go. Now we're going to take a long walk to the Schwacker bedded buck, 58 yards.
I call him CP.
For Christopher Perkins, 58 yards. He called upper, and he hit
a 12.
Darren.
Yes.
58 yards.
100.
Hit the upper.
Jennifer Brooks showed you folks just a minute ago that 12-14 ring is just a little bit bigger than a quarter, about the size of a 50-cent piece. He just hit it at 58 yards.
58 yards, and he can't see it that well.
Take
It's
that-
the same
his-
color as
yeah.
everything around
His
it.
pin covered it. There's an 8
Wow.
for Kevin, puts him at 440. So yes, that is a fantastic shot, Mr. Perkins.
Our last archer is Levi Reitsma. Takes a 10 on the HHA Ram, which we have moved to 52 yards.
Puts him at 440. Yeah, Perkins was 10 points behind the leader. Wow. He's now 8 points behind the leader and 6 points out of second, just after the first arrow. We'll see some moving and shaking here.
Yep.
Good look at Jimmy. Jimmy's been on fire. He just won Indoor Nationals last weekend in Chicago, the NFA Indoor Nationals. He finished second at Lancaster. He sheepishly predicted this might be his year for Vegas. And as good as he's shooting,
Okay.
I couldn't see not betting on him.
So he switched, Darren, to
Yes.
that index finger release, and boy, is it agreeing with him.
I watched I didn't see the shoot-off live at Lancaster, but I watched the replay, and Jimmy looks super comfortable shooting that index finger.
Yep.
Here's the split screen with Levi and Dane. Levi on the left, Dane on the right.
A 14. Levi got it.
Yep, and an upper 12 for Dane. They both hit him.
2 targets, 2 bonus rings.
I love it because to hit that at that distance on a target you can't hardly see, it's not an easy task. So good.
Here we go. 14.
So
Dane
good.
Johnson. Yeah, so when the camera comes in, Darren, you can see those rings plainly. But you back up 44 yards, and
can't see
it's
'em.
not. Dane's probably young enough he can see it with his lens.
That was
but-
Levi with that 14.
Or Levi, excuse me.
Yeah,
This is Dane.
Dane
He
got
went for
12.
the upper 12.
Yeah, he's at 470 now.
Now we have, this is going to be Jimmy Lutz.
Jimmy
on the long.
On the bedded.
Schwacker bedded buck.
We're going to get 5 chances at this deer. 5 chances. How many are going to hit a bonus ring?
Wow, that is so close. Look at the crack, Darren. That adds a layer of complexity.
I'm not sure with that. That was a real brief look at that.
Yeah.
It's either just in or just out.
I think that's, my bet is he's going to call it out.
It looks a hair wide.
Yep.
10.
Just out.
466.
And he was upset. A 10 on the 50 yard. He missed by millimeters.
Yeah, missed it by, I don't know.
10, Chris. Comes from the 460.
Mr. Perkins, I don't know what he got. There's a good look at Kevin Dukes.
Yep, I missed. There's Kevin Dukes on the Ram.
And another 8. Another 8. Interesting.
All right, we're going to go to Jennifer Brooks now.
Hey everybody, we are here with, what's your name?
Wendell,
Wendell. Where are you from, Wendell?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Nathan Brooks calls that the promised land.
Does he?
His dad said when he moved to Arkansas, the IQ went up in both states. Hey, who are you rooting for out here to win?
I have no idea.
Come on, Wendell, tell me somebody. Is it your first shoot down you've ever been to?
No.
I've seen you up here rooting for these guys. Pick one. Tell me one.
Dane.
Dane Johnson. Back to you, PJ.
All right, Dane Johnson's got a supporter in the crowd there.
Indiana boy, Dane Johnson.
Yes. All right, there's our leaderboard, Darren.
Yes.
4 points. Dane Johnson over Jamie Lutz. He has James Lutz. I have trouble calling him that. We all call him Jimmy.
I call him Jimmy, yeah. Yeah, and Christopher Perkins, I call him Chris. You know, but it's Christopher, yeah.
It is.
Well, I call him CP, so.
There's a look behind Kevin Dukes, I believe, on that mule deer, gas bowstrings mule deer. Oh, just wide.
Missed that 12. There's Dane. Good 10.
Got a 10. That's that 58-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that all day.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. All right, here we go. Kevin Dukes, gas bowstrings mule deer.
Taking a 10.
It's going to be a 10. 458.
Yep, 458. This arrow's high in this turkey, so I'm going to say he shot at the 14.
This is Levi Reitsma on the gold tip turkey.
He got it.
Got it. Levi.
460.
Yes.
That helps.
All right, Dane Johnson on our longest, the 58-yard Schwacker bedded buck. I have a problem saying that, Darren. 58.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a few steps away from the shooting line.
We need our judges and our cameraman to, pick up the pace a little bit.
We need a segue. They need to write a segue out there. Zoom.
A segue.
Yeah, I think we could implement that in the next shoot off, a little segue.
All right, this is Jimmy Lutz.
Called the upper. Man, we've had some really close arrow
Jimmy
calls.
Is so close.
Back
Jimmy,
to
give
back
a
for
couple
him.
clicks left, man.
It's got that line distorted there. I'm going to say
That one's closer than the other one.
it's got it bent out of its normal shape, so it might touch that arrow.
Yep, there he goes. All right. I would still tell Jimmy 2 clicks left.
Yep. He jumped back in within 2 points of Dane on that arrow.
And Chris Perkins on the ram. Oh, an 8. Oh, he didn't like that shot.
Shoot. That's what stinks about that. He gave the bonus ring on the 58-yarder, which he gained points on the whole field.
Yeah.
And he just gave it back right there on a 52-yarder. So I know that one hurts.
Yeah. He's coming around. He put the cone out, but if Christopher Perkins, well, he might want to protect that podium, but at some point he's going to go 14.
I think this is his shot. If he gets this one and the turkey,
Yeah.
he is in good shape.
It is. We should mention, Darren, especially on these deer, on that mule deer, the 14 ring is actually a little bit bigger than the 12.
Yep. And you can see the color difference in the rear of the target. It's a 3-piece target. You have the rear, the midsection, scoring section, and the head.
Yeah.
So if he can say, okay, it's 2 inches right of the color, getting his left and right will be really easy.
Yeah.
And finding the height down from the back. So I don't think the 14 is hard to aim at on that mule deer, and you might see Chris go after it. There's Dane and Jimmy in this shot. Dane turned into a mountain of a man. He's a big boy.
He sure is.
Known him for years.
Yeah, he's got several wins here in the known pro class through the years.
12s
Upper,
after 12s
center
after
punched
12s, and Chris did go at that 14 over there.
Yeah.
It looks a hair right to me. I can't tell from here where we're sitting. And it is, oh man.
Come on. I think that one
That's
might
going
be
to be just
out.
wide. I think he just missed that one by a
Scott's
hair.
going to give it every look, but no, Christopher's shaking his head.
Yeah.
I think he's right.
Eight points.
Oh, 8. Just missed.
That's our tournament director, Scott Parrott, and Tim McElwee.
That's a 6-point swing from a 14 to an 8, and it just devastates you.
Yep.
You know, and he shot 8 on the last target, so he's dropped 8 and 2, and it's so hard to come back from that.
All right, Scott.
14.
There, got it.
Kevin Dukes.
Kevin Dukes. All right.
472
There
is
you
what
go.
I've got him at.
Next up.
Now here comes our.
There's a good look at Levi. Levi's a past indoor national champion, so
Yeah.
he can flat shoot a bow.
More than 50-yard.
Young man from Michigan.
And he takes.
Just outside that
That
big
helped
ring.
Christopher.
8.
An 8 for Levi, 476.
And for our current leader, 480.
Puts him tied with Chris.
Yeah.
Dane was at a 480. I believe he 12 this target. That'll take him to 92.
There's a 12 for Dane.
4 certain now. 492.
Closing in, Darren, that this might only be a 2-person 6th arrow.
Hoping to stay on close touch. 12 also.
Oh, wow. 12 for Jimmy. 490. These guys are battling.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
No.
right now it's a 2-man race for the win.
Yeah.
The other 3 are fighting
And
for
so-
third place.
Chris is at 476, along with Levi at 476, and Kevin Dukes is at 472.
Yeah.
So barring anything really unforeseen.
All right, Darren, if you've been keeping track between Christopher and Levi, who's got more bonus rings? They were tied coming in.
Oh, Christopher and
Take
Levi.
third.
So 1, 2,
All right, everybody's
2 for Levi. That put him at 24. And 1,
2, and 5.
2. They're tied.
Okay.
24 apiece by my math, if I'm right.
Everybody's happy.
All right, so
Gentlemen, we'll start.
somebody needs a bonus ring here.
Might have a shoot-off for third,
That could be.
potentially.
Yeah.
We might get some bonus coverage here. So 23 for Chris, 24.
Boy.
I believe that's right. I believe Chris has 23 and Levi has 24.
We're
Correction on
correcting.
my math.
Correcting. Levi has an edge on bonus rings for third place.
Ooh, Dane just shot
Let's
an
see.
8, I think. That will really make a change. What Jimmy do? Oh, Jimmy went
That's
to
high.
14. Holy smokes.
That's high.
Yes. I would have
think he
never
hit
dreamt
it.
he'd done that.
No. A 5. Ouch, that was the worst place to
So
shoot
Jimmy,
that.
495. Wow.
Christopher is shaking his head. I think he must have gone for a 14 and missed.
He shot a
Ouch.
5.
Just
4.
shot himself out of the podium.
81.
Darn it.
Who's in the 481?
Kevin Dukes.
He's smiling on the outside, but he's not happy with
No.
On the bedded buck.
that. What'd Kevin shoot at? Oh, he shot the 14 and got it.
58 yards.
But it's nothing until Scott.
Are you kidding me?
486.
Darren. Oh, no. Did he just shoot himself into third place?
He might have, depending on what Levi did.
Yeah, I guess Levi. A 10.
Levi has more bonus rings, so they're tied, but Levi has more bonus
Yeah.
rings.
Wow.
Moves into 486 into a
486.
Wow. Kevin did everything he could there
Yep.
at the end.
So Dane with an 8, I think. We'll see here officially in a second. Yes. Puts him at 500.
Dane Johnson moves into 500.
So now he's got a 5-point lead over Jimmy Lutz. And I believe Levi gets third by bonus ring.
495.
Correct.
First in the final arrow.
All unofficial, because my math is a little sketchy at times.
486 and 24.
There it is. Christopher Perkins is going to finish 5th.
Yep.
Kevin Dukes is going to finish 4th. Levi Reitsma is going to finish 3rd.
Yep.
And our last chance archery, last chance arrow is just going to be between Dane Johnson and Jimmy Lutz.
You can see they're setting that Russian boar out
Yep.
there.
So we are bringing out the extra target.
Pretty good distance, too, depending on where they tell them to shoot
I
from.
mean, it's past the Impala, which was 48. You know, from the same shooting line, he might move them up, but it's probably in the 50-yard range.
Yeah. If they stay at the original shooting line, it's going to be a little poke. What a flip-flop on
Wow.
arrow number 5. Dane shoots an 8, and you
Wow.
can see he's looking at his sight going, what in the world? And then we look up at the mule deer, and Jimmy went for the 14.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him. I mean, he's trying to take the lead going into the final arrow, but
Yep.
that's a 9-point swing, 14 to a 5, and that's just huge. So now we're down to 2.
Down to 2. Levi Reitsma will finish on the podium in 3rd place. Congratulations to him. Yep, Scott Parrott's moving them up 4 or 5 yards. And I'm going to guess it was 50 to 52, somewhere in there.
I think
so. Now we're 45 to 50.
Maybe we just mix it up a little bit and make them judge it.
Hey,
what do you think of that?
I like that. For the 6th arrow, you got to judge it.
You got to judge it. No rangefinder allowed. I don't think many people go for that.
No. We're not out there, so it's easy for us to say do it.
I know. I would have liked to have had a rangefinder this weekend because my one in between my ears was not working very well.
All right, here's Jimmy. He's called the upper, but I would bet everything.
Shoot the 14.
Yes. That's kind of what he's going to do.
Good look with that in picture right there.
Yep. Got it.
Smoked it.
Boom. He's saying, where was that the last one?
Yep. So that moves him to a 509. Dane needs a 10.
10. Dane just took a big, deep breath.
Yep.
He's a new dad last year, I believe.
Dane has been shooting some fantastic indoor tournaments this year.
He has.
He's holding the bow really good. He's executing really good. This 10 ring's a pretty big ring for him to hit at this distance, so
yeah,
I'm pretty confident this big fella can get the job done right here.
Center 10.
Boom.
There you go.
Got
it done.
Bravo, Dane.
Yeah. All right. Here comes Jen Brooks. She's going to talk to Dane.
Can I hug you right now? Lots of emotion. A great weekend. Congratulations. Give me the most 100% emotion right now, the top one.
Finally. I just felt like all year I've just been so close. And I mean, even last year I've gotten second in Louisiana and third in Fort Moore, Fort Benning, whatever. I felt like I've been so close past at least last year, especially throughout this year. I mean, all the indoor shoot-offs and stuff, but I can't even talk. I'm so excited. I can't thank everybody, all my supporters, my family back home, my daughter.
Brings it to a whole new level, right? Great shooting this weekend. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Big hand there for Dane Johnson, our known pro champion 2025 Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. Congratulations to him. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're putting the rangefinders away. It's going to be our Women's Open. We'll be right back here in Foley, Alabama.